All right, we are live right here at the Lakeview Resort and Conference Center in Houghton Lake, Michigan at the 5th annual UFO Contact Convention. And do not adjust your sets. These are two of the best looking haircuts you're ever going to see.
Low maintenance.
Gentlemen. Low maintenance, absolutely. I'm standing here with the one and only Brad Blair of the 13th, well, it was the 13th annual this year, MiParacon in
Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
Exactly. Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. You got now 14th annual is coming up. Oh my God. But wait, first, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about the success that the 13th annual was. Oh my God. People coming in droves, the who's who, and then some of paranormal celebrities.
We're still recovering. We're still recovering. That was a good solid week-long hangover, paranormal hangovers we call it. So
yes.
You get so much great energy in a place like that, and then to withdraw all of a sudden, it's just, we've learned over the years, you need time to recoup after something like that. So
100%. I mean, and the vibe there when you get there, I mean, it's, you start shaking babies and kissing hands right out of the gate with everybody. You start seeing old friends, you're making new friends. And I love there's a camaraderie there.
There is.
100%.
That's one of the main things that really keeps us going. I mean, we've talked about how long do we want to do this? When Tim Ellis and I put together the show and got together with our team, with Steve LaPlante, Lance Brown, and the crew, we said, well, maybe if this goes over well, we'll get a second year out of it. This was back in 2009-ish or so.
Yeah.
And when we got the first event out, it went over better than we expected. And year 2 came and went, year 3 and blah, blah, blah. Now we're planning year 14. So
it's incredible. But I mean, the who's who again, let's back up a bit. I mean, you had the Timothy Shaws, the John Tennys, the Dustin Perrys, the Jeff Belanders, and oh my God, the main event for all the WrestleMania of Paracons, we like to call it, because it's that big of an event, folks. You had the one and only Jack Osborne. Holy Christ.
Yeah, nice guy. First
Super
time
nice.
I'd actually met him. So really good, a lot of fun. He was great with the fans, great with the crowd.
Yep.
But most of the people there are. We've had very few people where the egos have gotten in the way. You hear about on a lot of things. We've been lucky, I guess. The people that we bring in, we don't have to deal with that much with. So no, the event's still going. People still come and say, we keep kicking around. When's going to be when are we going to hit the last year? When do we get the hell out of this?
Right.
And I don't have an answer to that.
I like that answer.
I don't have an answer to it. Could be this year, might be the next. Who knows? It's we're not getting younger, but there's so much love and so much in the way of positive vibes at this show, and the people that call it a big family reunion.
Yes.
I guess that kind of gets to us. So we keep rolling with it.
And like you said, there's the paranormal hangover. I mean, Dale and I are on a high second to none. I mean, leaving that, it's like you're like little kids at Christmas. You can't stop talking about it. What a good time. And then this happened and this happened. We met this person and so on and so forth. I mean, we were in one of the rooms. The Ghost Brothers, you brought those gentlemen in.
They're
I'm going to tell you
blast,
something.
They
were great.
guys.
They were great. They had a lineup around the room. They engaged. I mean, you go to some of these conventions, and I'm not, with all due respect to anybody at any of these, sometimes it's like a cookie cutter. Hey, hi, how are you? Autograph, go. Hi. These guys were engaging with every individual person, making people laugh. I mean, we were laughing just sitting watching it.
And they're genuinely nice guys outside of the shows, outside of that.
They're real.
Yeah, they are. They're fun.
Right. You're talking about egos aside. There's no egos there at all. No. For sure. So good kudos on you guys for getting those gentlemen in. So now let's move forward. We got number 14 coming up. Did I hear a rumor VIP is already sold out?
VIP sold out.
My God.
We haven't announced a lineup yet, and we're somewhere around 300 seats already sold. The VIP seats are gone.
Amazing.
Super VIPs are gone. It's really kind of taken us aback, honestly, to see that happen. And just to know that people, I guess, are putting that kind of faith in us to deliver a quality product.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of stress to that, but
Sure.
we kick back, we move on, and you roll with the punches. This past year, we had major flight issues. There was a big storm through Detroit, tornadoes touched down, and wouldn't you know, half of our lineup was at Detroit Airport at the time. we fought through that. We got everybody in, and the show, like they say, the show must go on.
Yeah.
So you work through those punches and you just keep rolling.
Yeah, and I tip my hat to all those that went through that were stuck at the airport.
Well, I had Tim Shaw sending me updates on a regular basis and pictures of him and John Zaffis sleeping in the men's room in wheelchairs during the storm.
Yes, and that's 100% legit. Yeah, that's what they did.
Me, and I'm running the ghost hunt on the Valley Camp Ship Museum, and I'm getting calls from Tim, and he's laughing because that's the kind of guy Tim is.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? He said, it's beyond your control, it's beyond our control. But he said, we've got a great group of people here. The energy's positive, and he said, we're going to get up and we're going to make it to your event. So, kudos to Tim and that whole group that got stuck there. I saw Jason Haas got off the elevator the first time I saw him after they'd gotten in with minimum sleep, and took a nap, came down, and he came trudging out. He's kind of crabby at the time, understandably. And I looked up and I said, "Hey, you're late." And I think he was ready to drill me at that point. I walked up and gave him a hug and just laughed. And he's like, "Oh, you son of a..." But yeah, everybody made it in. Everything worked out. And I think most people had fun.
I would say they did. I would bet money on that they did. I'll tell you, I mean, we had a real chance, and thank you for having us there as well.
Absolutely.
I mean, what an opportunity for us. I can't say how awesome it is enough. I mean, but I mean, with the people that we got to meet, it helps our numbers for our YouTube channel, for our Facebook, all that. But I mean, to get to meet people, we're making friends that way too. Brand new people. We're here. I always ask, hey, what's your creepiest, freakiest, weirdest story you want to share right here, right now? Do you have any experiences? And people love to share their stories. And that's what it's about.
Absolutely. And you get a lot of these people, and it's not quite as taboo as it used to be. I think the whole reality television genre has brought the paranormal more to the forefront. But it's still not a subject that you just bring up at work every day and start talking to people about.
No, it doesn't work.
You come to one of these events like UFO Contact here at Houghton Lake that we're at today, and you've got this camaraderie, and you've got people that you're not afraid to open up and talk with.
Yes.
And you've got a lot of shared experiences among these people, and it's not something a lot of people have in their everyday lives. So this is really more than a vacation for a lot of these people. It's a chance to get things off their chest, to sit and talk with like-minded individuals, talk about ghosts, talk about UFO sightings, contact, whatever it may be. You're in kind of, to use the term, a safe zone, but it's so much more than that.
Yeah.
It's so much more than that. And that's where it's wonderful to have events like these that people can come together, for, even if it is just for the weekend, to get away and be able to bounce ideas off different people. And we've had different television shows that the concepts have been started at MiParacon. And we've had people that have written books off of things that came out there. So, you see this meshing of like-minded ideas and this growth and expansion, I think, of the field. And that's very important, pushing things forward.
Absolutely. And I want to say, with the MiParacon, number 14, ladies and gentlemen, coming up.
Good God.
People watching us now, or watching us up the road, watching the replay, if you will. They want information. They want tickets. They want accommodations, all the above, all the goodies that go with the MiParacon.
MiParacon.com.
MiParacon.com.
Yep.
Bigger, better, and badder, number 14. Thank you so much for your time today, Brad. I really appreciate it. Of course, we will see you all on the other side. But in the meantime, and in between time, happy hauntings.